this juncture, Veronica was making the pace about length and a quarter, 2 lengths in front of. In second there was the Salam Rocky Pie. The one was in the box seat. There was Trebia, was given a perfect ride by Imran Chisti. The one who was tracking Trebia, there was Romero with S. John on board. As you can see at the end of the last 350, Veronica tries to kick away but soon overhauled down the center there by Trebia. On the outside of Trebia, moving up now very quietly, there is Romero. As Trebia is taken to the front, quickly challenged on the outside there by Romero. S. John just going hands and heels for a while, then a couple of reminders just for good measure, and Romero gets up in the nick of time. So that's your winner for the opening event of the afternoon, the Deflating Tree Trophy. Romero, the property of Mr. B.M. Dayananda, trained by B. Mahesh and ridden by S. John. This juncture, Gale is really making an even pace here, about 3.5, 4 lengths in front of. In second, there's Contribute. The backers of Contribute might have their heart in their mouth, because Contribute was already under a ride about 450 meters from home, and Gale was the one who was on tight rein. But as they enter the home straight under the ride, Contribute starts to bridge the gap. Gale was now given its cue to take the lead further, but Contribute was quickly onto the scene and soon joined Gale in front. And into the last 250, Gale almost ran out of gas. Perhaps the 4 kilos that it was giving Contribute was a stopper, but Contribute into the last 250 absolutely sprouted wings and went away from them. The one for your notebook again will be Macchiato, who came from way back to finish on second. In third, there was Gale. I will hand it over to the judges' box to announce the placings for the Serendine Cup, the second race of the afternoon. At this juncture, you can see Randolph is in front. Raka gets an inside passage, which is a lovely ride by Akshay Kumar, who rode the rail and got that advantage on the field. He did not go wide and waste a lot of ground. As they take the turn, you can see the front three are already at the top. The cream really rises to the top as they enter the last 400 meters. Randolph was a gallant thing. He was always finding something. The first challenge came from Divine Chakra on this juncture. Akshay Kumar had to go for the whalebone because Roka was not really accelerating, but a few reminders and Roka puts his mind to the task, and she absolutely starts to spread wings into the last 200 meters. That was a very eye-catching run, and second for Randolph, who will live to fight another day, and Divine Chakra is third. This juncture, you can see Dio Play Your Way racing well within herself as they enter the last 600. On the outside there is Maktub, the one who was tracking all this happening. In about 6th spot there was Harvest Time. Wide of the track there was Emery's. Perhaps the wide draw was its undoing. As they enter the home straight, the first challenge came from Maktub, who was going for the run. On the outside there was Emery's. Harvest Time avoided traffic, came about 5 wide. Who came 6 wide there was Centurion, who eventually finished on second. Into the last 200 meters there's a cavalry charge, but you could see Harvest Time was just moving a little bit better than Centurion. Was being a little lethargic for a while, had to get the whalebone out. It was Akshay Kumar, but had enough in the tank to win the 4th race of the afternoon. Centurion very gallant in second. In third there is Maktub. I'll hand it over to the judges box to announce the placings for the Olympia Technology Park Cup, the 4th race of the afternoon.
1,000 words and dictating it from the front, with young Prithvi Singh, the apprentice, on board. Tracking him all the time was New Look and Blue Origin. Baid was tucked in on the inside, and there was Lucky Chance on the outside. Between horses here was Delphini. Regency Smile there was coming off the bridle, and caught about 6 deep there was Trevor on Faith. So when they pressed the button and went for home, Delphini, Akshay Kumar came the shortest way home. Trevor chose to go on the very wide outside on Faith, and between horses was Regency Smile. But at the end, 1,000 words was still going strong. He was still about a length and a half in front of this field. But Delphini wound him down about 100 to run, and then Regency Smile, I think, came on to run second. That's the 1-2 here in the running of the Ranjit Sir Roy Memorial Sprint. I'll leave it to the judge to call the result. Arabian Queen, by now the saddle has really slipped on Imran Chisti. You can see it's right on the neck of the horse. Botero comes around him, takes up the running. Trevor still traveling closing well. You can see Stockbridge with Akshay Kumar by then was off the bridle. Cliffhanger there getting a lot closer. And when they pressed the button, Botero kicked clear by about 3 lengths to the Stockbridge. Akshay Kumar was going hammer and tongs on Stockbridge in second. And Vinay Jaiswal was third on Cliffhanger. By this time, with about 150 to go, it was pretty much all over bar the shouting. Botero had kicked on to go on to win this very comfortably at the end. Cliffhanger finished on well to run second. And in third was Stockbridge. Over to the judges' box for the final place.
This juncture, Indian Tiger is making a very fast pace in front. Chasing that pace, there was D My Heart. While all this was unfolding, Pepper was in third spot in box seat. Jean Lafette was tracking Pepper into the race as the horses went around the turn and into the home straight. Indian Tiger continues to bowl along in front. D My Heart was the first one who came under pressure, was passed by Pepper. Into the last 400 meters, you can see Pepper moving very smoothly at this juncture. And without much ado, perhaps easiest ride of the day for Akshay Kumar, who just went hands and knees for most part. Jean Lafette was the one who warmed up late to finish up the second spot. But into the last 100 meters, you can see it's clear sailing for the winner, which is Pepper. And second, there was Jean Lafette. Tamil's choice at this juncture is about 3-4 clear. In second, there is Able Love. The fancied runners, Agostini Karachi and Mescal, were in 4th and 5th spot respectively as the horses came around the turn. Tamil's choice really had a very commanding, useful lead, and the others were not really gaining. If anything, Tamil's choice was going further and further away. Into the last 300 meters, there was practically a 5-6 lengths clear. There was Tamil's choice. Mescal lugged in at one point, perhaps cost it a race. There was the outside, there was Agostini Karachi. The fight was really for places because the winner was clear long way from home. Tamil's choice, your winner for the last race of the afternoon, the property of Mr. Salman Tariq, trained by Sham Habbu, ridden by Hasib Alam.